Hey guys, it's the Nerdy Movie Guy. So today I'm going to talk about Loki Season 2, Episode 5. There was a lot of expectation, a lot of mystery, and a lot of suspense going into this episode with the previous episode's cliffhanger. So there was a lot involved in this one, and no one knew what to expect. And what we got wasn't your typical Loki episode. This was more tragic. This was more like a slower paced kind of episode. It didn't have the dramatic action that the others have had. And we finally get to see the personable side to these characters. And we get to learn more about where they came from. So in this episode, we get to see our favorite characters on the timeline where they used to belong. And of course for Casey, it's a whole new thing no one was expecting. Hunter B-15, I feel like we didn't get enough of her character to truly get invested the way we were invested with Mobius. And it's, with Mobius' story, it's tragic. And I've seen rumors online of who he could be a variant of. I don't think he's supposed to be a variant of another known Marvel character. I think he has his own story because I don't know what's going to happen this season, but I think there's a lot Mobius can offer to the overall MCU. His interaction with the other characters. Maybe some of the younger characters are trying to be a hero, and Mobius can give the guidance because he got to see the worst kinds of people, Loki, become a hero. So I just think there's a lot that Mobius can offer as a character and as an actor for the MCU, but we'll see what happens. And Loki's time slipping, and we thought it was fixed in the first episode, but now it's not. And he's learning to control it in this episode. And when he finally does, it's sort of this triumphant moment that I just couldn't help but cheer. I was on the edge of my seat. I was waiting for him to do this because in this episode, even though we get the tragic story of Mobius, Loki has clearly been carrying the show. There's so many great cast, but he has gotten more character development than anyone else, and in the best way. So he started off when we saw him in Thor, where he's kind of this, he's kind of this kind of character that no one's really going to root for. Then Avengers comes around, and now he's just the villain. There's really no good side to Loki in Avengers. And then he's come back a few times throughout the MCU, and it's sort of, maybe it sort of gets old eventually. But in the series, we take a villain who learns from his mistakes and learns how to work through them and become not really a hero, but someone who's just trying to do better. And that's what Loki's trying to do in this show. In the first season, he sort of just cared about Sylvie, just want to help Sylvie. And now it's about the TVA, it's about these timelines and these lives. And Loki's looking out for these people. And it's a side of Loki we haven't seen before. And I think that's what makes his character so engaging and so personable this season, is just the depth of the character development that these writers, these directors have given the character Loki. So we finally see him control his time slipping, and he goes back to before the loom, before everything went wrong. So I can't wait to see what this next episode has to offer. I absolutely love this one, and I can't wait to see the rest of the characters' story move forward, and I can't wait to see the rest of the season. Thanks so much for watching, guys.